Like I erased the bottom part just because that's the part that's going to stick into the water. But like for the purpose of drawing the shape, I should have it like I should be drawing like the full thing, and then I can shave the bottom part off at the end. And so yeah. Hey, that's the new follower. Nice. Uh, I am sorry for mispronouncing your name. At Atamenswo. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. Oh, another new follower. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Letile. But welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. Um, and yeah, watermills, right? I mean, it's gonna be. That is also a new follower. Um, uh, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Dente Afores or Afores. But welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. Uh, so we're making a pretty sweet watermill. No, it's just a mediocre watermill, but I like it. I'm optimistic about it. It's really not going to be very like complicated. Oh, I should yeah. So I'm like I'm drawing these like really unimpressive slats across. I should be zoomed in for this because I should be doing this with like slightly greater attention to detail. Specifically, like these could be like thick around here, but they're also going to like get. Oh yeah, they should also be spaced a little bit further apart. And then they'll also get like narrower and thinner as we get towards the top, right? Oops, not clone stamp tool. For those of you who are relatively new to the stream, oh hey, Roof Ban Bus Roof Her. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name, but welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, this is supposed to be like roundish, so that's too extreme. But like, I mean, the gist is that not clone stamp tool. Oh yeah, right. So yeah, for new viewers, my finger like hits the hotkey for the clone stamp tool a lot when I'm going for another tool. So the clone stamp tool and I are kind of like arch nemesis. But yeah. So basically, just to convey the like roundness of it, these are gonna get like a little narrower and a little thinner as we go towards the top, and then at the very top, it's gonna be like. It's gonna be like, so wait, hold on. Then I'm gonna use a slightly smaller brush to go in and smooth this out, and then reshape this. So it's gonna be a little bit like that. Yeah, and then we'll do. Oh yeah, and so, yeah, I should. So I'm gonna push these out slightly. Because I'm about to pull them back in. I just want to make sure that they're relatively even. So, yeah, it'll be a little bit like that, I think. And then, actually not quite so extreme. I won't pull it back so far, because the other thing that I want to do is I want to push it out on this edge too, because there's going to be a little space between it and the building. So I want it to be not completely like flush. Hey. Look at all these new followers. Look at them all. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Mithensi. But thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. Hey! I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Hisvout. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Berig Bauer. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. My other monitor just gave me a heads up that there are going to be a few more followers too. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Larry Arrive. But thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. I guess my other monitor is showing them in a different order. I was gonna get a jump on it, say the other ones, but hold on, wait, I can't miss this one. I'm sorry for mispronouncing Humbesioned. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. I am not good with names, and you guys have some really cool names today, so I'm sorry about that. Melkan, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. All right, let me see if I can't get some work done while we do this. Akaith, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, someone mentioned a little while ago that I got hosted, and I guess maybe that's where you guys are coming from. I never got a, can't I just pronounce the names right? We'll see. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Ear Reader. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Compirid. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. Yeah, I don't know. I never got a notification for the host, so I have no clue where everyone's coming from. But welcome, and thank you to whomever did that. Because I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Knaud or Naud. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. Bansta? I feel like I might even be pronouncing that one correctly. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry if I did mispronounce it though. Conowidid. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. I just man, I need a. You know what? I'm just gonna put this in a place where I can actually read it without having to like switch between stuff constantly. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get back to work. I'm just gonna be reading these forever. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, Anatol. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. Oh wait, I know what I'll do. I'll put this down here. That way I can see it. There we go. I'm sorry for mispronouncing Faurimpard. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. I'm bad at names. I'm just really bad at names. And the thing that's the saddest is that I have a really like not common name. Thank you very much. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Fivenens. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for following. I have a uncommon name, and everyone mispronounces it. And thank you very much for following. Backhow. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. So I know what it's like to get your name mispronounced. I don't know what it's like to get your name pronounced correctly because like people just don't pronounce my name correctly. I'm sorry for mispronouncing Leucher, or maybe I got that one right. I don't know. But thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I swear I'm not doing it to be specifically like callous or just like, you know, uninterested. Brinnings, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. I'm just not a good pronouncey person either. I totally get why people can't pronounce like weird names. Not to imply that your guys' names are weird. I was talking about my name in that case. Like, I totally get why people can't pronounce my name. I'm actually changing it just because, like, it's literally, like, I'm sorry for mispronouncing, Flepperus. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. No, yeah, my name is so, just, like, I don't know. I'm literally changing my name because it's, Excluser. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Meltared. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Yeah, I've like having gone like 30 something years just like with my name what it is. I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't really need this name. I could just pick a different name. I could pick a name that would be a lot easier to pronounce. Dore. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, no, this is This is probably the level 1 Conway. I'm hoping I'm pronounced that one correctly. But thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Um, yeah, today's going pretty well. I'm sorry for mispronouncing first Seten. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Yeah, I sorry, I feel a little unproductive just because I keep getting distracted responding to the notifications, but overall I'm mostly quite pleased with how today's going. So thank you everyone for showing up, and thank you. I'm sorry for mispronouncing Kausigam, but welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. I sorry for mispronouncing Edmundst, but welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. Oh yeah, I don't have to go too much further with these slots that I'm drawing in, just because they're going to. I'm sorry for mispronouncing Mandem. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, these slots are actually going to get cut off. Not literally, but we don't have to draw them into the water, like below the waterline. Mr. Nick Rock, I'm hoping I pronounced that one correctly. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for following. If I did mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. Thank you for following. This That's weird. I heard the follower noise, but nothing popped up on my monitor. That's weird. Huh. I wonder, maybe there's something wrong with the audio, because usually that sound only happens when I get a new follower. Okay. Yeah, alright, so that's probably fine. And then I don't really even have to draw this much, because this is all actually going to get, this is all going to be underwater. So I will do what though? Yeah, let's see the watercolor for a second. Because I'm going to have a little bit of water splashing up on the watery thing, up on the mill. So let's go a little bit like that, and yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for mispronouncing Franmcod, but welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Yeah, so how is this going to go, actually? This is, Mir Steve, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. This is going to go over the flowing water, so I don't have to, actually, I don't have to, Mendand, sorry for mispronouncing your name, welcome to the channel, thank you very much for following. Yeah, I have had, one time I got hosted by, someone with, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of followers, and I got, a huge span. Or a huge string of followers in a row, but I think this beats it. Sorry for mispronouncing Bforge. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the new high score for number of follows in a span of time. Sorry for mispronouncing Laramie. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry for not just mispronouncing everyone's name, but really just slaughtering it too. Not just getting it a little bit wrong, but really just chewing it up. I'm sorry about that. CompuSever. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. If I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. Hi Ching, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking with the with this yeah. So this is basically what the layer's gonna look like. I think. It's a little weird. Oh, Lifalty. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. It's a little weird that what? Like the oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so for Dow Dawasobod. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. I have no clue how many people have followed now. I know I can tell you at the start of the day I had like 750 followers, 755 followers, so I don't know how many I have now, but it's probably more than that. Fifended? Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Lineveretting. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Thank you very much for following and welcome to the channel. Oh, what layer is this? This is layer. I should label these layers. Vidingle. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. But welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Alright, so this is the wheel, which is apparently a shield because I can't spell. This is oh yeah, this is the this is water. That was in temporary layer. Oh, this is high water. Oh, Dome Put. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. This is the high water mark. Holgisaith. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Those layers are those layers. What is this layer? This layer. Okay, so this layer is river near ground. Codescris. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Okay, so on the river near ground layer, I'm going to... Whoops. Clone Sam Tool. Like I said, it's my nemesis. Dinzed. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Thank you very much for following and welcome to the channel. Oh, there's someone has a bit.ly link for me. I don't know what that is. I don't like downloading stuff that I don't know what is. So I'm probably not going to do that. But thank you for thinking of me. Holted. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Towned. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Thank you very much for following the channel and welcome. Okay, so okay, yeah. So I'll take Cheeseman Panda's advice. I'm gonna say a big, huge thank you very much for following the channel. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Welcome to everyone. So I can go a little bit quicker with Fave Rector. Thanks. Xing. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, because I don't know how long this is gonna go on. I might lose my voice if I keep doing this for too long. So I will. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna. Thank you, Begal. As I said before, it applies to everyone. I'm sorry that I'm not saying them all personally, literally 100%. But please do believe that I am still very appreciative. So, sounds. Thank you. Yeah. Because, gosh, how long has it been since I said something other than thank you, sorry for mispronouncing your name, welcome to the stream? I kind of got a little bit distracted by that one. Dreptosley, thank you. But yeah, because I'm working on art stuff, I am pretty well able to, actually, I don't like how that looks. I'm pretty well able to answer questions, so if anyone has, like, has questions about anything that's happening here, about the game, Hentitivinge, thank you. I'm able to answer questions and talk about stuff because that's something that I'm capable of doing. Do our ace, thank you. It's a good day so far, Trent. Certainly, thank you. yeah, so sorry, I did get a little slowed down, and I didn't make as much progress as I wanted to during that span. But yeah, so one thing that I should be doing now is I should buffing. Thank you. One thing I should be doing is whoops. Well, I should be on the correct layer, and I should get the curve of this better. I should get the curve of this better because it was a little flat. It was looking a little flat. And Liffler, thank you. And just to reiterate, thank you very much to everyone who's followed and who I didn't like thank very, you know, very like verbosely. But I do appreciate all of your viewership and thank you all for being here. Lentunes, thank you. Okay, yeah. So I should probably add a little more detail to this to the shape of this. Like maybe I'll just add like a you know, like something coming down like this edge to just something to so I keep it a little. Oh, Marmukuself. Thank you. Sorry again for all the mispronunciations. This is literally my first day using language. This is why I'm mispronouncing so many things. Depionu, thank you very much for following. Welcome. I've literally never used language before this day. How does this work exactly? How is this all supposed to... East for his... I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing either. I don't know what else to do. I'm just, really not suave. Litarly, thank you. Maybe I should just spell the names. Maybe I'd have a better chance of getting it. At least I can at least spell them correctly because it's written. It's written out. Lisher Fence, thank you. So, alright, yeah, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this wheel. I just want to get it looking a little more wheel-like. Mandis, thank you. Thank you. I want to get it a little more curveful. Or I want to make sure that the curve is, like, correct. Dejiverth, thank you. Yeah, this is probably fun. Okay, and then, yeah, I can be moving on. I've been spending more time on this than I want to, like, overall. So, there's a wheel, and, like, is there anything else I should be doing to, like, really sell this as, like, a mill building? I guess, I could put windows on the front. I mean, that's not going to help sell it as a mill, but, like, I don't know. I just feel like it should have something else, because this is, like, a really big surface to just be completely flat. Anynumate, thank you. Oh yeah, so Mr. Nick Rock, all my art in this project is very hand drawn. So I don't use like anything in the way of like canned shapes or straight lines or any like aided. Oh shoot, I missed one. I missed one. Was it Dame Pardley? Cap Picard, thank you. Sorry, thank you. Whoever I missed, I'm sorry for not pronouncing your name at all. Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we talked about chimneys, but I decided, like, not in any specific. Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I'm like, why is this not working? Philtix, thank you. Yeah, we talked about chimneys in general, and I just didn't like. I didn't feel like at a certain point it was pointed out. Oh, Losiptura, thank you. It was pointed out that none of the buildings had chimneys, and like I was like, yeah, they don't have chimneys. And like I didn't really feel like doing anything with that. Like I didn't feel like they should necessarily. So, Bigamzali, welcome. Thank you. So, Cody, thank you. Um, oh yeah. This is the mistake I did before. I should be making these strokes the same width at least. To just have like some degree of consistency. Because this is like, oh, I think that's like supposed to be width 5. I think 5 is like the correct width. Yeah, probably. Birkmore, thank you. Oh yeah. Also, right. So the shading. That's another important thing. Why is my stylus not working? Fluxionsers, thank you. To reiterate, thank you everyone for following and welcome to the channel. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your names. I really am. I hope you trust me when I say that. If I could pronounce everyone's name correctly, that would be so cool. Medid, welcome. Thank you. And sorry. Anyone I can turn off the audio for that sound if it's getting like to a point where it's like not. Oh, so Landhand, welcome and thank you. Let me know if that sound I could totally understand if someone's heard that enough. So, hey Gypsy Knight, how's it going? Welcome. Oh, and Bronze, thank you, thank you, and welcome to the channel. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Hundin, who did? I'm sorry. Who didn't it? Welcome to the channel. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Oh yeah, I didn't put an edge around this window, which I think is another reason why this side of the building was feeling really flat. Oh, actually though, oops, not that. Roswell99, welcome, and thank you for following. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, this should have a very narrow edge on this side. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll turn off the sound. Oh, we made it! We did it! And welcome, everyone! Thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. I'm sorry for mispronouncing everyone's names. I think one time I pronounced someone's name correctly, and it was miraculous. I don't know how it happened exactly. Alright. So as far as this goes, I think we're doing pretty okay. Yeah, hold on. This window is like one of the ones that has been annoying me, because like, it's been annoying me for a few reasons. For one, I just didn't do a very good job with it. And for two, I used the wrong size brush for it. And so these like big, like weird beefy lines have been just like really annoying and distracting. So I'm gonna fix it here, and then I'll probably like, yeah, it's also in the it's in the main loop as well. So I'll probably want to touch it up there. Am I at 890? Because that's more than 100, which is that's better than my best day. My best day so far was 90 something followers. So that's like, what is that? That's like 115 followers. So welcome, thank you all. Thank you everybody. Let me know if you have questions or anything, because yeah, it was like I was saying before, when I'm working on art, like I can kind of just let my face like do what it does, and so I never said that I would eat a habanero at 1,000 followers. If I had a habanero, I would eat it. I would do that. That's why I don't have any habaneros right now, because I just kept eating all of them. I had habaneros earlier, and then I just ate all of them. Alright, I just need to be simple here. I just need to be simple, and like, I'm not going for realism with like the tint on, or like the shine on the window. I'm just going for like simple and formulaic. So the awkward, I mean, I can always just change the size of that window, but like, that window size is just like slightly awkward, that like, for whatever reason, like I can't get the spacing right and the angle how I'd want it to be. So whatever. Actually wait, here I'll like copy like a slightly big portion of this house, because I just want to, this is just one of those things that I've been looking at and has been irking me a little bit, so I'm just gonna swap it out real quick. So near ground in the village, over here. Yeah, there we go. Save that. Alright, I think there was like one other window that was annoying me, but I'll do that one later. Alright, so we have the mill building. That's cool. And then, so that's basically going to be it. Oh yeah, so I need to update the cutoff of the anchor. We can do a clean 900, I think. Oh no, 900 is slightly not far enough, so let's do 905 on the near ground layer. There's the new transition for the river. So it's going to be near ground, and it's going to be 905. Save that. All right, and then yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't want quite so much grass here, so I'm going to move that slightly. I'm just going to move this down a little bit. I won't cover up the the mill exactly. So actually, yeah, I'm gonna oops, nope, not that. I'm going to like, I don't know, just kind of like push this over, kind of like that, a little bit. Yeah, because I also this is like the one point where I actually have to like justify the dirt against the lighter shade. So maybe I'll just have it like I'll have like the darker shade run up. Oh wait, I'll do this on the other layer. I could just have the darker shade like run right up against the building, and then maybe I'll make it look like the lighter shade is like a path, like in like the town, like it's like the roadways in the town. So I don't know. Also, yeah, hold on. There shouldn't be like this much vegetation here. Should there be? No, there shouldn't be quite so much. So let's let's get rid of some of this. Because like if the door's on the side of this building, then clearly you can like walk between these buildings. So let's just dial back the extent to which. Hey, I remember that noise. Beer1234, welcome to the channel. Thank you for following. So let's right. Oh yeah. So then the other thing I was going to do is I was going to put this color in the background. This color is very similar to the one that we actually use, like in the. It's very similar to this color. Actually, so yeah, I should put this color back here. Actually, I'll have yeah. So I don't know. I kind of want it to look like there's like kind of a path coming out, or like there's a path leading to this door from like the main, whatever. Oh, so actually, I guess I should make it look. Just kind of like have it like hook out and down. I think will make it look a little more convincing, or like, wait, oh, this is just too far down. Actually, I think actually the bottom of this building just doesn't come up enough. I think it's supposed to be a little higher up, I feel like. So yeah, we'll bring that across over here, and then yeah, and so then like the path leading to this building, I think will come like out and down a little bit. So like yeah, just to yeah, I don't know, something like that. I can make it a little bit wider. It doesn't have to be quite so narrow. I don't know. It doesn't have to be like, it's a subtle detail, but yeah. So sorry. Alright, so this is fine-ish. I might want to move the mill building out slightly, because like now that there's the doors on the side and I have the path leading to it, like it does feel a little bit cramped. So yeah, I'll probably move it out slightly. What layers on? Oh yeah, so I'll smush the shield and the near ground layer together. The shield being the wheel, actually. Uh, and then I'll separate this here, and because it's okay if the mill is a little set out from the rest of the town. I won't move it too far though. Just like that or so. Maybe that's actually maybe even a little too far. I'll just put it here, and then I'll put on this layer. I will also move this grass again to keep it roughly, because I kind of liked how it was lined up earlier. So I'll grab this and slide this down, just like here or so. Maybe a little further, just like here. I think that's roughly how it was before. And then maybe I can put more grass like over here. Not because you're going to see water back here, but because I guess you kind of would actually. So maybe maybe I'll just draw in the water back here. Oh, but what's that going to do in terms of like how it lines up? Oh no, I shouldn't. So I can put like a fence or something, or like another small building or something. Yeah, because like the water kind of goes into the background and it never really resolves. We're just kind of like, it just ambiguously like is like, yeah. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it works. We'll see how it looks when it's done. We'll see how it works out. But I think like basically the yeah, I don't know. It'll be a little indistinct, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. There's not going to be like a full, like thorough explanation of like what is happening with like the exact positioning or the location of the river, because the way, whoops, I did not mean to color pick. I meant to use the eraser tool. Just because the way the layers like slide against each other, or like the way the layers parallax relative to each other, they it wouldn't really work to try and get like very deliberate with that, or very explicit with like how the river goes. I mean, I guess actually I should probably like make the path go in this direction too, because this is actually the direction that the adventurers will be walking in from. So it kind of makes sense if it came off in this direction. Actually, wait, I'll draw that on the other layer. I'll draw that on this layer. I said on this layer. There we go. Yeah. And then, alright, let's even this out. And then, yeah, I feel like something should go here. Like, oh, I know. Like, I'll just extend, like, the building out in this direction. And there'll be, like, a little gap, but, like, not enough of a gap for it to, like, really look curious, I don't think. So, yeah. I can use a slightly bigger brush for this. Save on some drawing time. So, I should marry Amuse Me. Or Amuse MI. Sure, why not? You want to get married, Amuse MI? Let's I don't usually take suggestions from the audience, but yeah, why not? So yeah, this isn't supposed to be like a very thick whatever. This is basically just supposed to be like a small arm coming off the building. Oh, so maybe it doesn't even have like the full like leany thing. Maybe it just like kind of goes like this instead. Oh yeah, and I guess it can actually come down a little bit like this. The good old mill building. Good old mill building. Always with stuff and the hay and the whatnot. And that little That little part on the edge of the mill building that comes down. Yep, that's what the villagers always say. Good old mill building with that part that comes down on that one part. Good old mill building. I should just not be allowed to use the phrase mill building because I'm apparently not responsible. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not capable of using that phrase responsibly. All right, here we go. Draw on this divider line, and we are home free. I feel like maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Wait, how do these edges tend to resolve? Yeah, there's a little bit of that going on. There's a little bit of depth implied. Not much, though. I can bring this... Whoops. Wrong tool. I can bring this a little further down, too. Don't have to go quite so high. Yeah. A little like that, I guess. Maybe this should just connect to the rest of the buildings. Maybe this shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, it'd probably be better if it did. It's like not even leave the ambiguity there. The river just like runs off in whatever direction and like kind of cuts through town or whatever. And so wait, what should be here? What should fill this gap? I guess I could just do like another wing on this house to like come out and like fill out the space. Or I could just make this house wider. Nah, it's just gonna feel like squished together again if I do that. So I'll just have this house come out a little bit. Maybe it has like a shed or something. Well, no, no, I don't want. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'll have it come out a little further, not just like too small. Because I don't know, it'd be kind of weird if I added like some architectural elements here that like appeared like nowhere else in the village. Like that would make it a little obvious, kind of what I was doing with the whole mixing of or like the whole covering up of the background area. So whatever. It's just a very small portion of this set of buildings, I guess. That's all. Alright. That's fine. Yeah. So, and, oh yeah, so, there should be like a thin seam here. Brush tool, color this back in, and yeah. Alright, so, oh, this is on the same layer, right? So I can't do that. In order to tidy this up, I'll have to, actually, I can just go in with this and like broaden the edge just ever so slightly. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so, yeah, the old mill building on the edge of town. Cool. Let's save that, and then I can so I can smush these layers together, and paste this here. Hey, look at that mill building. Save that, and then so the mid-ground layer, I can basically like start over with the mid-ground layer. Because it's not going to look like this. There's not going to be any basin or whatever. So let's basically just start over with that. Where is it? It's layer 10 and the mid-ground layer. So I'm basically just going to redo these. So close that for now. Oh, I still haven't paid attention to whether this seam is visible, which might just mean that the seam is not visible. It might just mean that it's entirely covered up by stuff in the near ground, but it could just be that I haven't noticed it yet. Either way, it couldn't like hurt to like clean it up. Alright, so copy this. Oh, the woodchuck building. I could always just like, I could always just move. I just really don't like the woodchuck building. And yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna actually like change it. Oh wait, but if I put it in the other, no, I should put the woodchuck building like immediately in the center, I guess, so that way, because like if I put it on the other side of the screen, then I'm just gonna have to deal with it with the snow, the snow environment, and there's no good time to deal with the woodchuck building. So, what if I put it? Actually, that could be okay. Yeah, I mean, no one likes the woodchuck building. Oh, but I can cover it with snow. Yeah, because if the woodchuck building's covered in snow, it's less. Nah, whatever. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm basically just just gonna change the location of the seam. I'm just gonna, let's see. Yeah, clean cut. Cut this. Oops. Yeah, there we go. I was like, wait, why did nothing happen? Cut this. Move this down. There we go. Lined up with the edge, and then I'll just paste this back in and put this here and line it up. Like so. There we go. Yeah, okay. Because now, oh yeah, these little carts and stuff. That's fine. Because now we can, yeah, now we can go back here, and on the midground layer, we can have more huts. Like, so. It'll extend a little further out. Actually, hold on, I won't even delete that yet, because I'll actually, yeah, so wait, this is the, river, oh shoot, I switched the near ground layers together, but that's fine, they're pretty much done. So this is the river midground, save this. I guess I didn't actually really have to do that right now. But file, open the background of the river and the midground, and then copy, paste. Yeah. All right. So hide the water for a moment. Hide. There we go. Deselect. I'm even gonna hide the high water mark for a second. So yeah, the gist is that like we have this riverbank, and oh yeah, okay. So actually now that we have the mill positioned, we can actually figure out how much of this far bank we actually need, because we know how far we know because this is like positioned at a point on the screen. Let's see, how does this work? The furthest point that the mill building will ever reveal, the mill building is on the layer nearer than the midground. I think, yeah, whatever. I'll just leave that like that for now. What is? Yeah. So the mill building, the furthest you'll ever see of the layer underneath it is the position that the mill building is when it first enters the screen. And what position is that? It's so the edge of the mill building is at like roughly the 900th pixel. So like I mean eventually these layers are lined up perfectly. So I guess the question is, well, so how many pixels offset does this have to get in order for it to travel from the middle of the screen to? So these are 1920 pixels wide, so that leaves, so if you subtract 900, that's 1020 pixels. So in the time that this travels 1020 pixels, how many pixels does the layer beneath it travel? Let's math. Let's do the later calculate whatever this thing. So 1020 divided by 3 times, is that the times button? Yeah, times 2. 680 sounds right. So when this mill first enters the screen, or not necessarily even the mill itself, like not the water wheel, but the this edge of the mill building, when this enters the screen, this image will be shifted 680 pixels to the side. So that means these 680 pixels won't be on screen. Like the 680 pixels on this side of the image, on the left side, right side of the image, won't be on screen yet. So we don't have to worry about the banks. We don't have to worry about the the water banks on that side of the image. Really? Is that right? I'd have expected it to be like Well, I'll test that theory. I mean, that's how my math played it out. I don't know. All right, so what is 680 minus 1920? 1240. Interesting. So 1240. I'll go from 1250 just to be safe. So from 1250 on, we don't need the riverbank. So for these houses, I think we'll keep these houses, but we'll just put them like on the riverbank a little bit. We'll see how that goes. So let's do what? Eraser tool. Oops, that's the clone stamp tool. That's the clone stamp tool. Not intentionally. But alright, so eraser tool. So oh yeah, actually. So right, so we actually need the muddy bank to this point. So in order to resolve the muddy bank, we'll actually, if anything, want to bring it like down. I mean, technically we'll want to make it go in the other direction, but I don't know. Like I said, I just want to see what this looks like, and then we can figure out where you go from there. All right, so yeah, so doop-a-doop. I might want to just get rid of this house. I might not want to. Yeah, I probably just want to get rid of that one, because like I can't bring it. I can't lower the muddy banks because that's where the water, like the water, it'll look like the water's like right at the front door of this house if I do otherwise. So I'll just get rid of that. First little hut will be that one. Whoa, okay, thank you, but don't do that, please. Why'd you do that, computer? I don't know why you did that. Please don't. Stop, what are you doing? What is wrong with my cursor right now? Stop it. Okay. Oops, wrong there. Yeah. I don't know. I just want to see what this looks like. And then, if that was correct, like if... Well, no, I really don't know what this is going to do. So let's, huh. I hope you don't see this on the other side. That'd be awkward if you did. But we'll find out. Alright, so save all this. And then, file, oh yeah, I need to, oh yeah, wait, so copy, paste, alright, save this. Yeah, that's the important one. And then, yeah, now let's see what it looks like. Oh, and unsmoosh these layers too. Okay. Let's see what this goes like, I guess. So I'm gonna run the clone version of the script again. And so we start in the river, and now let's wander to the village. See what that does. It's been so long since I made an environment for this game. Too long, perhaps. No, it's been about 2 months. 2 months long, perhaps. So, yeah, let's, let's see. Yeah, so it'll take a second to begin the transition, or for the transition to become noticeable. Uh, we're in phase 2 of the transition right now. Oh, here we go. All right, so we start seeing some buildings in the background. That is the that is the edge of the town right there. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, wait. Did I? Shoot. It's hard to tell if that worked correctly because I apparently forgot to save the mill building onto the layer. However, it actually kind of helps that I didn't, because that without having the mill building there, it kind of reveals what I was hoping to see. So let's try this. Let's look at this again. So wander to the village. Yeah. So because the mill building is missing, we can kind of see what we can basically line up the so the muddy banks should. So there's going to be this weird like line where the water just stops because the normally it would stop behind the mill building, like the mill building would obscure the fact that the water just kind of disappears there. But because the mill building's not there, we can see the line where it stops, and that's the start of the mill building. So if that line is like if when that line enters here, wait, I'll move it so that we can even see it entering the screen. If when that line enters the screen, it's exactly lined up with like that edge of the muddy banks, then excellent. That's how we will know it is in fact working correctly. I probably should have made it slow down when it gets to a certain point, but I'll just try and be. Oh, I'll just grab it, right? Because I can do that. Oh yeah, okay, I just did. Right. So that so the edge of the water, it's kind of hard to see, but it's actually right in the middle of, or it's right on the edge of the screen there. It's like the little hut, like right underneath the little hut is that line. So that's good. That actually works. So now the other thing is we'll want to watch that those little huts as they move across the screen, because we don't necessarily want to see those muddy edges. Right, this is where the mill building was, so you wouldn't actually be seeing the fact that the water is just kind of like disappearing there. We don't want to see necessarily those muddy edge. Like, there are worse things in the world if we do catch a peek of the mud there, but for the most part, it would be convenient if it made it at least most of the way off screen before we see it, and it looks like it will actually. Oh my gosh, yeah, you catch like the tiniest little nip of the mud, and I think we actually only catch it because I curved it out so much. I think if I just instead of having it like come down, if I just like had it end a little more abruptly, I think it might actually just naturally get like obscured, which is kind of nice. And if it doesn't, I can always bring the building a little further out too. So I think this is gonna work. And then the background. Oh, I still haven't paid attention to the background, but I can just smudge the background to like basically whatever I want it to be like. Although one thing did occur to me is I think the buildings in the background come too far out. I think I want to pull them back in the other direction, and it'll just mean that the town gets populated more quickly up front, sort of. I don't know. It should work fine either way. So yeah. So like right. Let's we can stop this. We can stop the script from running now. Because I think it'll just eventually crash if I just leave it running. Or no, it'll just yeah, no, it'll eventually crash. Or I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe maybe it'd be fine. I don't care. So, good, yeah, okay, so, yeah, like I was saying, I think we just, oops, oh, it was on this layer. Yeah, just don't even, and I think that should look okay. I think it's just magically okay. So I mean, it's a little weird that like, oh, you know what we could do? We could actually resolve the river. Like instead of just like having it just kind of vanish with no trace. If we wanted to, we could put the no, I was gonna say we could put the river going back between these two houses or something, or like move this house and like, have it go in this direction. Um, but that'd be more work, so I'm just not. um, yeah, the river just kind of like it's like gonna be weird. The river just kind of like doesn't. It just goes to a certain point, and then like, um, no, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Do I? I mean, what would be the alternative? I could, I could make it so that I mean, I could hypothetically, like, it wouldn't be that hard. It's just like, what? I'm just gonna give it a shot. See what it does. Yeah. So what if like, if it just like went here? I mean, it's a little weird that it's just going like, oh hey, look, there's it just kind of goes between some buildings. If I keep this, I guess I'll make it look a little cooler. Uh, but I don't know. What if it did just kind of go off in this direction? Either way, it's going to be very subtle. Like, it's not going to be very noticeable. I guess, yeah, I mean, I'll need more space, because, like, for one thing, it's not running, like, directly back. It's running, actually, like, at an angle. So, or at an angle. And, so there would be, like, a greater spacing there. But then it would have to run behind buildings. It's probably better to just ignore it. I don't know. It's probably. Oh. Yeah, no. I do have to ignore it because yeah, no, I have to ignore it because the villagers would just walk into it. They would just. Oh, so there'd have to be a bridge. So hypothetically, I could put a bridge there if I felt like it. But I don't. I think I don't. I think I don't feel like putting a bridge there. Because it would be a bridge, and then it would not resolve into the background. So, alright, whatever. That's fine. Oh! Yeah, you said Mr. Nick Rock said the same thing. You can make a little bridge over it. Um, and I might. If I decide that it looks too weird to be completely unresolved, I might make a little bridge for it. Because I'd have to, right? Because this is where the villagers walk. I think this will work fine, though. So, yeah, so once again, I'll squish these together and copy and paste and save. And then you can actually participate in an event even after it ends. You don't get full credit, but you can get partial credit for doing so. Fun fact. Alright, so undo the squishing of those two layers, and then, yeah, so the background layer. Oh, I did already squish it, but that's easy enough, because I'll just add in two new layers, and because there's only one part of that I'd actually salvage. So, oops. Oh yeah, okay, good. Oh no, this is the midground layer. Get rid of that. I don't need that either. Don't save. Yeah, so let's reopen the river, because we're gonna keep most of the river. Oh, that was the river. So paste this here, and then file, open the village background. Oh, I haven't done the character frames too, or the text frames. I haven't done that yet, but I do have to do that at some point. And yeah, you know what? I think I think there aren't going to be any I think there just aren't going to be any buildings in the background layer. Which is a bit excessive, but probably also fine. So yeah, so no, what I'm going to do is so for the background layer, I'm just gonna slide it, I guess. Oh, it does still have to connect. Okay, so hold on, wait. So on this, okay, I'm not using this layer, so I can get rid of that layer. So on this layer, I have to get rid of this edge. Oops, wrong layer. On this layer, I have to get rid of this edge, and then on this layer, I'm going to select most of this scene except for this edge here. And then I'm going to, actually I'm going to put this up for a second, and then I'm going to, oh no, you know what I need to do? I'm going to cut this, put this on a new layer. Yeah, here we go. Alright, paste this, slide this over. It's not like I spent a year on this transition from from the one vegetation type to the other, but I spent more than that split second, so I'm just going to keep it and slide it up against the edge here, and then deselect, and then select this and get rid of this because it has to fit into the edge, and then yeah, so it's going to be pretty much this, I guess, except, wait, what, this doesn't line up quite right, I assume. Yeah, so, oh, that's easy enough though. I can just erase here. Wait, what? Oops, wrong layer. I can just erase here. Aha! Hey, look, and then it lines up. Alright, cool. So yeah, the background layer is going to be very simple. It's just going to, all it's going to do is introduce the new vegetation color. And I guess, well, I should make sure these lines are a little bit clean. And I really don't think it's ever actually going to show this seam, but I could be wrong, and in case I am, I'm going to bring this seam, bring this color up, and then we can show a little justification on the transition between these colors, or between these basically the edge of the dirt. It will be, actually, you know what, yeah, it'll be mostly vegetated with like the new green color vegetation, which we can even use in shaded tones as well as needed. But yeah, so it's basically just like, I don't know. I mean, if I felt like getting fancy, I could come in here and put in like orchards or something if I wanted to, like, if I want to do something cute, but for the most part I don't. I think for the most part I really don't be concerned with that stuff. So, oops, wrong color. Alright. So yeah, just I don't know. Just trying to make it look a little more organic, a little more natural. And that's fine. Alright, so I did a really sloppy job when I was in here earlier. So let's clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool, my arch nemesis. Alright, that's slightly less bad. Oh, I just don't like having these like obvious perfect circle brush. Clone stamp tool, you you tyrant. I just don't have I don't like having those perfect circles that are so obviously brushstrokes. Alright, so cool. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're like 100% good with this transition now. Maybe. Let's find out. So squish these together. Select all, copy. Where was it? Here. Paste. And save. And let's see what this transition looks like. I'm going to do what? I'm going to say in transition stage like 3 or 4, let's put it back to normal speed. So in, hey, Awesome Dude X, how's it going? Alright, so yeah, transition stage 3 or 4, I'll say 4. we'll say, so we'll do all that stuff, and then we'll also say anim cooldown equals, I'm not going to go to full speed, but I'll say like 0.25. So it'll go, it won't go, it will go speedy until we get to transition stage 4, and then it'll only go double speed. So it'll go like turbo speed until we get there. Alright, so wander to village, please. Excelsior. Yeah. So yeah, as usual, it's going to take us a little while to wander there. But once we... Sorry, so phase 1 of the transition is when it's time to transition. We know that there's a transition to come. It hasn't actually... Like, we don't see actually any of the transition art yet. That happens when phase 2 is initiated, which is now. So now technically we're seeing some of the transition art, except as we just fixed with the background, like the background transition art looks exactly like the river art until we get to the very end. So we're really not going to be seeing anything. Phase 3, which should happen soon, is when we start seeing, which it happens now. This is technically now we're seeing some of the middle transition slide. Except it also starts fairly natural, or like fairly similar to the river, so it's still not perceptible. Now we're in, okay. Oh shoot, yeah. The speed cheat didn't work, so it kept on blitzing, and except it started printing out the delayed frame. Oh, okay. There, it eventually caught up. I know what I have to do. Sorry, 1 second. How do we... Oh, man, how do I do this? Yeah. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, this is funny. I haven't had to do this since I set up the new animation system. Or since I changed the new scheduling system. So, let's do what? Let's, Sorry, I just want to see the transition at regular speed, but I don't want to spend all the time waiting for it to get there. So instead of just saying anim cooldown equals 2.5, or actually, you know what? I can just do this. I can say anim cooldown equals 2.5 in one of the earlier phases. I guess. I don't want to have to. I know what I'll do. I'll say nah. Yeah. So in BG Trends 4, I'll say anim cooldown equals 0.1, or in phase 3. So it'll start to slow down. Yeah, I think this will work. I hope this will work. Okay, so let's try that again. Wander to the village. Oops, village, no, the village. Excelsior. Doop-a-doop. Alright, so transition phase 1, we're still waiting for the end of the slide so that we can begin our transition. Doop-a-doop. So, yeah, stuff and whatnot. So, alright, phase 2 initiated. Hypothetically, we're seeing the transition slide for the background, but it's just very subtle. It's just very subtle is all. So, I guess, hopefully it won't look weird necessarily to have, yeah, so, yeah, the delayed frame spam. Because now okay, here we go. Oh, I still haven't saved out the mill building. Well, whatever. Right now I'm mostly curious to see what happens, alright, so yeah, so for one thing, I want to make sure that the, like, if the edge of this building shows us, like, the muddy divide on the layer behind it, I'll want to tweak that, because I don't want that to be visible. The other thing I'm curious about is, like, does it look weird to have the hills in the background? Like, is it weird to, like, have the town, and then in the background just have hills? Because if so... It didn't look that weird to have the buildings the other way, so maybe it would be better to have the buildings come out sooner. Which is simple enough. I can just, like, basically undo to get back to how we had it before. Because like you can see here, like over here, the buildings are very dense because we actually have the buildings in the background there. Whereas over here, they're very spread out. Oh wait, okay, yeah, I still haven't missed the Muddy Banks thing. Survey says, do we see the Muddy Banks? It looks like, ooh, all right, I think that's the building that the Muddy Banks run up to, so, oh, we do, we totally see him. We see him, they're right there. So what we can do about that is either not care, because it's very subtle, or we can just put something in front of it, so that, so it just doesn't show. Excuse me. Thought I was going to sneeze for a second there. Sorry. So, yeah. I think I'm going to do both of those things. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, how do I do this? Yeah, I could just literally slide the building down. Oh no, that doesn't necessarily work. I could I'll just tack on like a little shed or whatever. Oops, nope, not that. Alright, so there's just gonna be it doesn't have to like come up very high or anything. It's basically just like that, just like, you know, something like that. She'll just serve to give us a little more flexibility with how we present the layer behind it. Okay, and then alright, so kind of smoosh the vegetation a little bit, so let's get that back. A nice, full looking, nice healthy vegetation. Okay, and then, actually that looks bad again. Whatever. Oh yeah, and actually this will be somewhat shaded because it's kind of in the shadow of the other building. And then roof. Yeah, so yeah, I did spend a little more time than I wanted to on the river transition into the village, but I think we at least came to the right answer. This was like kind of a special case, right? It was the first time connecting two environments that both had like one of those special layers. Like I connected to I connected to the river to the snow before, or vice versa, the snow to the river before, but those had two different types of special layers. So like they were both special environments, but they were different kinds, and so they didn't have like this. It wasn't exactly the same challenges presented. It was actually very straightforward. The only thing that I had to figure out with that was just like how to get the tech itself working, and once the tech was working, it, the concepting and everything was like easy peasy. So yeah. Alright, and then and just to delineate, I will borrow this darker tone and put a dash down here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that should cover it. That should be good. Oh, except my building is lumpy. No, it's not. Oh, I thought it was lumpy just because, like, the the way the checker pattern in the background looks. I made it look like it was weirdly shapen. But that's fine. And what about? Oh yeah. So how much of this do I want to undo? I can just undo all of it. I can just put it back to. Actually, I don't even have to undo it here. I can just undo it here. I can just send it back to this, which was fine. No, I should split the difference. I should move it, but not quite so far. Because like there were too many houses sticking out there, but there was also like too much of a gap with the what was it? It was on the middle layer. Like it's looked a little bit. No, it was actually these. It was these little huts right here that I didn't care for. So, what are my options there? I mean, I already changed the positioning of the seam once. Wait, what? Wait, those. What? Did I not save the change? Yikes! Did I not save the change where I put? I guess I didn't actually remember to save it. Whoops. When I like repositioned this stuff. Yikes. That's not good. Well, I don't know. Maybe I might be changing it again, so maybe it's actually fine. And I guess if I do, I should make it so that these little huts are like, what? You know what? I'm just gonna go back to this way, I guess. I really don't have to be worrying about this part, but I do have to put this back in order because like I can't just change it in one and like leave it the other way in the other. That's the one thing I can't do. So how would I? Oh yeah, that's easy enough. I could just alright, I'll just select this, copy, new layer, paste. Yeah, it's simple enough to get it back to how it was. I just have to line these up, like so, right? And it's lined up. Oh wait, maybe not. Is it? Oh yeah, I guess so. Huh. Alright, sorry. And then I come down to the other layer and oh yeah, invert selection. And then deselect deselect from this side of the image. Oops. And then yeah, so if I want to do that again, basically I could just do it like this. Actually I guess it'd be slightly quicker to do it the other way. Not really, whatever. It doesn't make a huge difference. Alright, cut that. Select all. Move this down here. I could get rid of that. I could get rid of that other layer because I don't really need it anymore. Alright. Oh yeah, and then paste. What? Nope. I don't know what I just did. I clicked and I dragged and it did not do what I expected it to do. Alright, so save this. No. Oh yeah, wait. Oops. Delete this layer. And then save this. Alright. And then, right. And so I think for now I'm just gonna like basically undo that stuff. I will keep this this vegetation-y thing that I did here. Just for the for the transition between the two pieces. Where'd this go? I forget where this went exactly. So like, oh, it was here. Oh, alright, hold on. I'll put this on a new layer so that way. Actually, wait. You know what? I'll just oh, whoops, too far back. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait, no, this is fine. And then I'll come over here. Yeah. Okay. Copy. New layer. Paste. Oh, I selected too much from that layer, but whatever, that's fine. I'll decrease the opacity. Okay. And then this lines up like so. Yeah, that's fine. And then I can just cut this off like here. And restore the opacity. And then one of those little lumps is messy again, but whatever. I can just Alright, whatever, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, so I'll just if I go this way with it though, this will be more noticeable. This transition here will be more noticeable. But I guess that's fine. Alright, I'm just gonna watch it again. Oh, I should save the mill this time so I can actually see what it looks like with the mill building. Alright, but other than that, I think the rest of it should be okay. Alright, so one more time. Wander village. Excelsior. So sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. Excuse me, sorry about that. Alright, so what phase of transition are we at? We are at transition phase 2. So it is technically transitioning. So yeah, so what we're going to see this time is the buildings are going to come out way too soon. Or like, I don't know. Like there's going to be buildings in the background layer, in the background layer, like almost now. Like we're already seeing the vegetation change. So yeah, there's going to be houses, which is still really soon. We just entered phase 3. So, yeah, maybe that's fine. Why is the mill still not there? Am I saving this in like the wrong location or something? I swear I saved the mill correctly. What is going on? Oh, you know what I can do? I can just set some of the, yeah, you know what I'll probably do? Well, for one thing, I should figure out what the heck is going on with the mill, like, it's still not existing. Where is this saved? File, save as. River Trans Village, foreground. Save. Yes. Okay. Is it gonna work now? I feel like that's what it was already saved as, but maybe not. Did I accidentally save over something? Like, did I accidentally save over like the forest transition or something? No, that seems to be intact. Oh, foreground. Derp. It's not the foreground, it's the near ground. Derp. I remember. Yeah. Alright. Whatever. Save as. That would explain it, yeah. So this is the near ground. Yes. Okay. Yes. Save. And then what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. So, so it actually doesn't bother me hugely about the buildings cropping up too soon. What bothers me is that this dirt comes in too soon. So I think I'm actually gonna change. Or I'm gonna basically gonna move some of this vegetation, some of the changes in vegetation. For one thing, this color is disconcerting because this is supposed to like, I don't even know why I was using this like the shading tone, but it just comes out of nowhere. So I don't know. If we're gonna use it there, we have to at least let's just get rid of it. And so then yeah, the other thing is that I guess it's gonna go green for a while. So yeah, and then it will give way to like the dirt or whatever, but we can do that later. And actually, I guess might as well make it look like it's actually like growing up and like in front of this stuff. It's just I don't know. These houses are just set in slightly. I mean, they're literally on the outskirts of town, so you know it makes sense that there aren't as like trod roads leading up to them. And who knows? Maybe there's a road in the background, or like maybe actually, yeah, I guess there can still be like a road through them. It's just not on the front, right? It's yeah. So okay, yeah, that makes more sense. These are like this is the backyard. We're looking at the backyards here, and then eventually it will give way to wait. Yeah, where are we on the image? All right, we're still very close to that transition, so we still have plenty of room. So we can make this whole vegetated area. Thank you. Thank you guys. Alright. So, hey, Cheeseman Panda, welcome back. Alright, so yeah, so I guess it'll open up like this, I guess. And, a lot of that's probably not even going to be necessary, because, like, the thing about the background layer is that, you barely ever see the bottom half of it. Like, the bottom half is, like, almost always covered up by the layers in front of it, so I probably don't even have to be coloring in most of what I'm coloring in right now. I'm just doing it, I guess, because why not? I don't know. Yeah, so I guess I'll watch it one more time, just to make sure it's okay, because I still haven't even seen it with the mill. But yeah, this should be good. So save this. Alright, save this, and let's do what? Deselect. Yeah, alright, so one more time. One more run through. Thank you, Ancient Satin. Yeah, I tried to make it, like, I'm not a pixel artist, so I tried to make it look a little like I have more experience painting than with pixel art. So, like, I tried to apply, like, what I knew of, just from, like, I don't know, like, anything, right? I'm not an artist. I'm not a good artist at any rate. Oh, yeah, I should, hold on. Let's, wander to the village, and, thank you very much for saying that, Ancient Scion. I appreciate, I appreciate the kind words. So, All right, so one last time we're gonna. So the difference is this time is that the mill will actually be there. Oh, we should check that the muddy patch is covered up, and also, yeah, we shouldn't see like that weird dirty area with the. Okay, so yeah, with the background transition, it'll turn green, but it won't turn like that weird dirty color, which I think is better. Yeah, I think this is a slightly better transition. Like, okay, so there is a little bit of that dirt, but it's like it's slightly more justified. So, all right, so there's the mill there, and of course it looks weird that the mill is not spinning. Uh, it won't look as weird that the mill's not spinning when the game runs at like actual speed. Uh, but for now, it definitely looks a little weird. Whelp. Oh well. I could also bring it down a little bit. It's higher up than I realized it would be. Alright, and then, so yeah, okay, so now the background doesn't look quite as empty because there are actually houses and stuff, and, good. Everything's going swimmingly. I feel like, yeah. The one last thing that I'm looking for is to see that the muddy patch is covered up by this little, shed or whatever that we have going on here. So almost there, you guys. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. So the next step after this will be to make it snow. Alright, that's totally all good, extra good, super good, 100% good. And then we're transitioned, yay. Oh, we're not actually 100% transitioned yet, but we're pretty much there. So we can, yeah, I guess you see a little bit of like the shrubbery here that we just put in, like that wall of like grass in the background. I guess you see a little bit through here, which is fine actually, because there's like a bunch of shrubbery through the city, so like it doesn't look that bad. It's a little weird, but like it's not that bad. So cool. And then yeah, that is the complete transition. Okay, yeah, like I said, snow. Alright, so the river was the hard part of that transition. The only other thing that I have to do for the next thing is I have to keep another I have to do another one of those like wall barricades, like I did for the right, because the villagers wandering past, like they all kind of just like go through the background. I'm gonna get rid of this. Don't save. Close these for now. And then let's open. Yeah, let's open all of the village layers. Backgrounds, village. So background. Oh, and I still haven't done the foreground for the village. It's still empty, but I'll have to come back to that. All right, so open these and file open backgrounds, snow, backgrounds, open these, and let's do that. So let's first thing, let's make that stacked image again. So new layer, snow, copy, and put it below the other one, because it's really that the snowy background is like covers everything. I'm kind of planning a change to the snow. I don't worry about it yet though. I want to do what? I want to change the snow so that it's not, so that like the precipitation is not tied to the background anymore, but I'll worry about that later, because that's going to be a very weird and interesting and different sort of system, and I haven't even like worked out all the kinks with it yet, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so let's take the snowy midground and put that on this layer, and then let's get the the villagey midground and put it on this layer, and then let's get the snowy foreground, or near ground, and put it on this layer, and then let's get the villagey near ground and put it on this layer. So yeah, so the wall of buildings, like this one, for example, this is, I think I'm going to get rid of this villager shop thing. And alright, so yeah, so for starters, let's I'm not going to get rid of these buildings over here because I actually want to keep these buildings because I specifically want to cover them in snow. I will get rid of the little shops though. Actually, should I? Maybe I should have like a closed shop that's like covered in snow. Nah, whatever. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of the cart. But then I'll keep these houses and I'll just put snow on them. I will also get rid of this cart. And because I'm going to fill in like this area with buildings. It's going to be, yeah, there's going to be like, kind of like we did on the other side. We're going to just connect the dorts. Wait, no, not constant tool. Wow, my fingers were off the hotkeys by 2 points that time. So even after I adjusted the first time, I still hit the constant tool. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have, oops, that's too close. Too close for comfort. We're gonna have, yeah, so with the mountain transition, into the forest, we have like, actually with all the transition, or excuse me, with all the transitions into the snowy forest so far, we have some, oh, we actually do a gradient thing, which is a little weird because we don't usually do that, but like, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to convey something else with how we were doing these trees, but yeah, we have like the free version of the snow-covered trees that kind of like give way to the snowy version. So just to like kind of, you know, piece it together, because like it's snow, like the coniferous trees, like the Christmassy style trees, they tend to grow in they're the ones that like survive the colder environments, I guess. I don't know. That's how I've been thinking about it. But it's not to say that like they cause snow or like they create snow or anything. So like they can exist outside of the snow. And I don't know. Just because you see them and the snow together doesn't mean they can't exist separately. Alright, so let's put some divides here. Actually, I don't know, I might set this one back slightly. Just because I just don't like it when they all sit at the exact same depth, because I don't know, it feels boring. It feels slightly boring that way. Alright, so we're also, like, I'm putting in these roofs like normal, but the other thing one of the next things that we want to do is to start sprinkling snow on these roofs as well. And I'll probably be using a separate layer for that, because I still don't know exactly how I want the snow dispersion to go exactly. I'll just I'll start spreading it around, and we can see where it looks good, where it looks weird, and adjust accordingly. Hey, that is the sound of an event. Whoops, that's not the right color. Almost squared away. I like after I worked on the cave for a while, I got really practiced in drawing rocks, and these little houses are the new rocks. I could draw these houses and rocks a lot. I could draw a lot of them. Partly because I have drawn a lot of them at this point. but because I've drawn so many, I draw them now faster than I drew them in the first place. Yeah. Huh. Oh yeah, I should make this one go further back, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I'm going to look at this without the other layers in the background, because sometimes it's a little hard to tell the exact silhouette that I'm drawing. But that's good. This one's a little bit pointy. Yeah. Alright. I should, no, this is okay. Oh, I should, no, one thing I should do is narrow this, because it looks too thick. Too substantial. So there's supposed to be, like, basically no edge there. Okay. Actually, that might be too thin. I might take it a little too far in the other direction. So let's bring a little bit of that back. So let's go more like that, and then let's thin this one out slightly as well. It's just, I don't know, the whole building, the whole, like, front of these buildings was feeling a little flat, or like a little, I don't know how to describe it, but I like this better. Okay, and then, yeah, so we're not giving away to the snowy path yet, so we can put this back in. And I don't tend to do the other color sand or the other color dirt up against the buildings, although I kind of probably should, considering it looks better with it, but whatever. That's fine. We'll come in and put the snow over some of the stuff, but not for starters. Okay, good. And so that's because, so we did that because we need, so the villagers that are walking through town are going to come, they're going to, like, kind of, like, come from somewhere, and where they come from is, like, behind this set of buildings, and we don't really see, like, what this set of buildings is about. We just kind of, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. That's my explanation. So I'll put a window here so it doesn't look quite so plain. Actually, I think I usually do it the other way around. I think I usually draw the window first and then draw those things over it to get the edges a little more square. Oops. Alright, so and then, wow, that's really lumpy. Whoops, not eraser tool. This tool. And then I'm supposed to be using a size 5 brush, although it looks like I used like a size 6 or something for that one. Whoops. Can you call me Benito or Benicio? I don't think I could stop you. Actually, I could stop you. I could ban you. So I'll say yes. Yes, you can do that. Oh man. Yeah, I really just got to change this one. I don't know. For a few of these, I just used the wrong size brush, or, like, I don't know. I just did a lot of things wrong for a few of these windows, and they came out looking a little bit squawkward, but that should be better. And for a few of these, it should look top-notch, just great, stellar, or just sufficiently adequate. Copy this, because I'm going to put this back in the, what was it, this one? Yeah. Save it here as well. It was just one of those little things that irked me. Alright, so, yeah. I'll put, like, oh, yeah, wait, I should technically have, one of those lines here that just, like, what was it? It's 65, I think, is the value that I've been using for just these lines that show a little bit of definition in shadow for, like, the seams between houses. So yeah, just something like that. And then actually, what is the shape of this? Oh yeah, so it cuts back a little bit. And then, oh yeah, so I guess I should actually bring this up slightly. Oh yeah. And actually, yeah, this because this isn't even supposed to be level with the rest of them. This one is supposed to be inset, so this one should come up. I mean, this is a very subtle touch because like the differences in tones between like this brown and the gray of the house are so subtle that like it's not noticeable, but whatever. And then yeah, a little bit of the vegetation is fine. I can bring that up, and then I don't know, maybe some of it is over here as well. Just like a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Okay. That's too much. But it's not too much here. I'm gonna actually get rid of it over here, because like these buildings have enough features to them already. So it doesn't they don't need more. Whereas the other buildings over there are really plain, and so they actually need it a lot more. Wait, was I supposed to get rid of all of this? Whatever. I did it. Was I supposed to get rid of all of these, or just like some of these? I forget. I probably could have left one of those, but whatever. Alright. I actually don't want the path. I don't want the vegetation to come too low on the path, otherwise it'll look like the adventurers are stomping on it. That should be fine. And then, alright, so yeah, so the other thing we see here is that, so the other thing that happens in this transition is that we introduce these trees. And I guess to do that, I'll probably want to introduce a few of them, like spaced out a bit, and then make them more dense as we get closer to the edge of the screen, I guess. So like we'll keep these. Oh, that's okay, I guess. Yeah. So we'll keep these snow covered and all. Most of these we will uncover. We will be taking the snow off of them, and also we can say with a fair amount of confidence that we're not going to have any of them on this side of on this side of the image. That side is just the town. So yeah. So there might be some trees here, although not as many and not as snow covered. Although there will be some snow coverage. Yeah, so actually, just for comparison, I'm going to open up the background transition from mountains to snow, the near ground layer. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, so, I mean, this transition is not super subtle, but it's basically like, yeah, it's like a few trees, and then, hey, look, they're snow covered, and then, hey, look how many there are. So, yeah. And then, what else? Something else occurred to me and then just like disappeared out of my mind as quickly as it arrived. So I don't know what that was going to be. I don't know what I was going to say. So let's do what? Yeah, let's just start. Well, let's. Actually, I'm gonna put the trail back together. It's breaking my brain to see it like cut so fast. Oops, wrong way. Cut so dramatically from from like snowless to snow covered. So, oops, wait, oh, I did not mean to change that. What was this supposed to be at? Oh yikes, I don't know. I think it was around there. Hopefully it was like one of those values. Okay. So yeah, they're just like there are just some Christmas trees on this side of town. This is the Christmas tree district, I guess. Not literally, but like they probably won't look too out of place. I mean, they can't because we have to transition fairly quickly. Not too fast, but like at a moderate pace. We have to get from all of this to all of the snow. Oh yeah, so actually, I mean, at this point, yeah. So actually, on this side, I think I will delete the dirt because on this side we're more towards the snow than we are towards the dirt. So this whole side of the screen will be very very snow covered. I could probably like get rid of those shrubs because like I don't know, maybe a little bit of green will peek out, but like I mean like with the other vegetation, like there's gonna be a lot of snow. There's gonna be snow in the house. There's gonna be snow against the house. There's gonna be lot of snow. So yeah, and then it's not gonna have such a clean line either. It'll be like I think the way I tend to think of it is like, well yeah, so we can look at this, like it kind of like comes in patches at first, like it starts to like yeah, and then it just kind of gives way to snow coveredness. I could have done better with this transition, but I actually made this transition back when the screen was a lot narrower. So you'll notice like there's like no transition happening on like this like. Oops, I should not be. I was dragging the eraser tool across the screen. There's like basically no transition happening over here, and that's because like most of this didn't actually exist back when I did this originally. All right, so let's start thinking about this. I'm gonna start slapping in some of this snow first, just to get this side better, and then I'll do the trees, I think. All right, so I'm gonna add a new layer for snow. I should name these layers too. So this is a village near ground. This is near ground snow. Or actually, I'll just call it snow, because this is called snow near ground, and that would be confusing. Snow near ground. This is. Oh well, I won't worry about the other ones yet. All right, so snow. Snow is gonna be like so. The roof is gonna be covered in snow. So much snow. Much snow. Sorry. And then we'll also be shading snow subtly so it looks like it has depth to it. And I can zoom in a little closer and move this. Yeah, this house is like awkwardly tall. I think I might actually want to bring this house down slightly. Bring the house down. Bring the roof just down a little bit, because as it is now, like the snow is going to add height to it, and I can't afford any height yet, so let's fix that. Not too far, just like so. And I nicked the corner here, so oops, way too much. Let's restore that just slightly. Okay. It's going to be covered in snow, so it's not going to matter, but whatever. Alright, so snow. Doop-a-doop. And then shading on the snow. That's a little easier, a little better. It was hard to get like any sort of like roundness or volume before. So the snow is a little bit lumpy. It's not like perfectly smooth. but it's mostly like this. So yeah, so other places for snow will be like the windowsill, and the doorway will be a little bit snowy. There'll be snow like up along the sides of the door.